on this issue, Biden, debt ceiling, the left in general, there's a great new book out, Crimes Against America, The Left's Takedown of Our Republic, authored by one of my favorite people ever on TV. I love this woman, Judge Jeanine Pirro, and she joins us now in the simulcast. And I think we got her, and she always looks great.
Yay,
hello, Judge Jeanine.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Congrats on the book. And I love the cover. You look like you're about to whoop somebody. They probably deserved it.
I look pretty upset. But you know what, Dana? First of all, did you call yourself a lovable curmudgeon?
Yeah, I'm not as lovable today, but some days I am.
No, you're lovable, but you're far from a curmudgeon.
Oh,
okay?
That's so nice of you to say.
A curmudgeon is an old person. Last I looked it up, a curmudgeon is someone, and I said bad-tempered, especially an old. Believe me, if anyone's a curmudgeon, I am.
No,
I'm older than you are.
Well, I appreciate that.
What?
Yeah, I still sometimes, I think mentally I'm like 190 and I'm mean. So I don't know. That may work. But congrats on your book, Crimes Against America. This is fantastic. A must read for anybody. I got to get, because this all dovetails in with it, Joe Biden talking about Speaker McCarthy. Do you think that, what is your take on the way that this turned out? Do you think that this is a compromise that you can live with, or is it just bad all around this deal?
Well, you know, I'm not that, I have to tell you, Dana, I'm not that on top of this stuff. But what I can tell you is I like what I do see. And for the first time, people are, they're drawing lines in the sand. People are sticking together. And you know what? I like the way Speaker McCarthy was elected speaker, or how Kevin was elected speaker. I like the fact that the Freedom Caucus said it's about time you listen to us. It's about time you listen to Americans. And this is the first time we're seeing something where it's not just a one hand washes the other. So look, do I know enough about it to make an opinion? Probably not. But what I can tell you is this. The only way we're going to get ourselves out of the hell of a mess that we're in is we've got to get a president in Washington in 2024 who's going to stop this nonsense. Look, that's why I wrote Crimes Against America. The left is taking this country down. Joe Biden came in a Trojan horse as a moderate, and all his leftist, socialist, Marxist minions went in and ran all the different agencies and sections and institutions of our government, and they are taking it down day by day. And all of this spending, at least we clawed back some of the COVID spending. At least we clawed back some of the money for the IRS agents. Not enough. There's no way we need to have 87,000 new IRS agents. That's where I would have stuck my line, drawn my line in the sand. Because the truth is, if you want to talk about taxes, go right after Hunter. You want to talk about gun control, go right after Hunter. These people are hypocrites. They don't mean anything they say. And you know what? This country, Dana, and I'm just going to let me go for one more minute. This country is no longer a sovereign nation. We are a nation without borders. We are nothing more than a globalist landing spot with benefits for everybody who wants to and demands to come into this country. And they get everything we give our citizens: housing, education, medication, whatever they need. And this is Joe Biden's America right now. This is Joe Biden taking us down. All of this fiscal irresponsibility is Joe Biden. How much Kevin can do or not do, I don't know. But what I do know is they're taking down the institutions of government, which is why I wrote this book, Crimes Against America, as an indictment of the Biden administration. They don't want law and order. They want chaos and anarchy. And you know when this started, Dana? It started with Barack Obama and that ridiculous life of Julia. Remember that chart? Julia is born and she gets food stamps, and then she gets a Pell scholarship or a Pell grant, and then she gets Medicaid, and then she gets Medicare. It's all about the government, and Joe Biden is mimicking it in the schools, saying they're not your kids, they're our kids. And Randy Weingarten, you want to tell me what the hell Randy Weingarten is doing in Ukraine 3 times? Right. First time, she says she's comparing the educational department. What education? Every school in Ukraine is bombed. These people are corrupt. They're all corrupt and they've got to go.
I completely agree. Woo! That's Judge Jeanine Pirro, her book, Crimes Against America. You were mentioning too, you like how McCarthy goes in there and actually tells people, look, this is how we're gonna handle this, and at least fights, because we haven't seen that in a little bit. As party leader in the House, at least he was present for the negotiations. I was looking at Biden's schedule. He didn't have anything on his schedule for today. He went to Delaware for one day. He told the press that they don't live in the real world, apparently, if they think that spending should come down, which was asinine. It just shows how out of touch he is with his party. But, you said something interesting to dovetail into this. It's not him making the decisions. I mean, I thought that Joe Biden was this like big wheeler dealer. That's how it was always advertised. And he's in the basement in Delaware. Where has he been for all of this?
Everyone says, who is the president? Who is running the country? Because think about it. Every time Joe Biden made a statement, someone would come out and clean it up. Who's cleaning it up? Who's pulling the strings? And you know who I have no tolerance for? Jill Biden. Talk about a beach. Joe Biden should be sitting on his beach house on the beach, because this man is not capable of running the country. If he is not in a position to do a press conference after a meeting with a world leader, Dana, what do you think it's like in the meeting with the world leader? The guy stumbles his way out of press conferences, or just has this arrogant, I don't have to answer you. Americans want accountability. They want a safe America. They want their kids to learn education and not indoctrination. We need to make sure that this corruption that we've seen, a weaponized FBI, DOJ, just today, Christopher Wray, he's now in a position where he doesn't want to hand over information that's not classified, but which Congress, in its oversight position, has the authority to get. It's a whistleblower saying that there is an issue of money being exchanged for policy decisions by Biden. Why aren't we getting that information? What is the problem? It is corruption from day one.
In your book, Crimes Against America, The Left's Takedown of Our Republic, one of the things that I find most curious about this administration and having Hunter Biden with him and going and making all of these business deals. There was a video that came out last week, 2013, showing Hunter Biden coming off a plane with Joe Biden. This was after they went to China and were negotiating with Chinese leaders. And this was about the time with that deal, the CEFC, the Chinese company that was working with Rosemont Seneca, Hunter Biden's firm. Working with these green energy deals, they helped China acquire one of the biggest cobalt mines in the world, all for the Green New Deal from the left. That's a national security issue. So they're making the United States dependent upon our biggest geopolitical foe.
Dana, that's why I love you. You're always on target. We were on our knees and still are to OPEC. Now we're on our other knee to China. And who is it that has business associations and dealings with CEFC and Chinese government companies? Hunter Biden with 10% for the big guy. I mean, the American public is not stupid. How dare they require that we get electric vehicles by a certain year, so that China builds coal power plants to create lithium batteries, for which insurance companies in America will not insure them, for which there will be an environmental hazard when you get rid of them. And then we have to get the batteries from China and not the United States. I mean, Afghanistan is an example of how he has no idea what he's doing. Bill Gates was right. Not Bill Gates. Was it Bob Gates, the one who said that every decision that Joe Biden made was wrong? He's been wrong on everything. The only thing he's been consistently right on is things that allow him to make money. From Mexico, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Russia, and China. That is enough to impeach anyone. Yeah. But they don't want to impeach the guy. Why? Because you've got the joke behind him as vice president, the woman chosen for political identity politics. This has to end. This America cannot withstand these people who want to tear her down and make America last. And the military, Dana, the idea that we have a cisgender, this gender, that gender in the military, cut the crap and start making America first.
Amen. And there's to that. Crimes Against America, the left's takedown of our republic. by my good friend Jeanine Pirro. You know the book is going to be as good as her just talking just then. So it's going to be a fun read.
Well,
Judge
I
Jeanine.
wrote it.
Yes, you did. And it's always good. And you can catch her on Fox's #1 show, The Five, as well. And Judge Jeanine, I'm so happy to finally talk, because we talk now and then. And I always love hearing. You're one of my favorite people. When I see your name on my phone, you're one of my favorite people to hear from. So we got to get together when we're in town at the same time again.
You got it.
Yes,
all right. And by the way, you can get the book at judgejbook.com. That's judgejbook.com, or wherever books are sold. And I really appreciate it, Dana. I think your audience has to be a phenomenal audience, because I love listening to you too. And I really mean that. God bless you, and God bless everything that you do, and your listeners and your viewers for making sure that you are as high up there as you are. Very
thank
proud
you,
of
Judge. And keep fighting the good fight. We watch every day. We appreciate you. Thank you. Judge Jeanine Pirro.
Take care.